Hey there, welcome to my first video of my series of Road to 1550 powerlifting total. This is a number that I've had on my mind for quite some time now, since my first competition in April. The goal was to increase each of my lifts by 100 pounds, give or take. So that would be taking my squat from a 450 to 550 pounds, bringing my bench press from 295 to 350, which is a bit smaller of a jump. I didn't do 100 pounds there because it takes a little bit longer with the bench press. At least for me, my bench press is my weakest lift, and I know that I have to put more work into it. So 350 seemed like achievable for me. And it's kind of a nice round number. So that's the other part of it. And then to bring my deadlift from 550 to 650. So this equals 1550, a nice even round number, something to chase. I've found that it's really important to have a number in mind to chase. And I've heard people say, don't get in your head about numbers. And I certainly try to do that, and I try to enjoy the journey as much as possible. And I do, but I think it's also realistic to have a number in mind, something to chase after, something to manifest, and to know that to have a realistic number to chase. Because I could have set 2,000 and just been like, yep, that I'm going to try to hit a 2,000 pound total. Maybe I can do that. Who knows? But that's a lot farther ahead and not a realistic goal to chase. So 1550, I've been set with that, and I'm going to try to make a series here where I'm gonna make a weekly video of my training for the week and maybe talk about how that week went, talk about how my journey is going towards this 1550. Whether or not I hit it at my next competition in November, it's still a goal that I want to hit, and it matters to me more than competitions themselves. But if I do hit it at the comp, that would be even better. So it's a win-win. So anyways, I'll go on to just how this week went. The volume is going way up. I'm hitting up to 10 sets of bench on a single session, which is a lot, but it's weights that I can handle. And what I'm noticing is that I'm not hitting anywhere near maximal weights, but the weights that I am hitting, it's new territory for the amount of work that I'm putting in. So when I say that, I mean that I'm doing set after set after set of weights that I've never done a lot of sets on. So I guess, for example, going into this squat here, 2-second pause squats, which is a long time to pause for. It always feels like a lot longer than 2 seconds. I'm putting in 5 sets of this. And this is not if I were to show myself that I did this 2 years ago, I would be baffled that I could do pause squats 4 reps in the low to mid 300s, and at an 8 RPE. So I still have room left in the tank, and that's the goal here, is to train under maximum intensity so that I can fit more work in. So bumping up this volume, I'm noticing it helps so much with my technique, because I'm doing it over and over and over again. And so that gives me a good chance to hone in on my technique for all the lifts, to hone in on my setups. My setups are a lot of what I focus on nowadays. I used to change my setups for the squat, bench, and deadlift constantly, trying to find the right thing to do. And I feel comfortable saying that I'm at a point where I just do the same setup every time and it works every time. So you can see for the deadlift here, I screw in my feet, then I lock in my belt. I do this weird thing with my arms. I don't know why, but it kind of helps me prime my nervous system. I slowly dip and then I pull. And I do that every time now. And for deadlifts recently, I've been trying hook grip. Actually, starting this week, I've been trying hook grip, and it hurts really bad. Especially in the 400s, it feels like I am smashing my thumbs into a hydraulic press. I mean, it is like so painful. But it's getting better, and I've heard from people that it just takes a couple weeks. I just wanted to try hook grip out. There was no real reason behind it. I just want to see if it's beneficial for me, to see if it's any different from the alternate grip. But yeah, so far it really hurts. So we'll see if I keep it up. I'm not too sure. Here's some accessory work. I do a lot of back. 4 sets of 10 here on lat pull downs. Yesterday I did 6 sets of single arm dumbbell rows, 6 sets of 10, which is 120 total reps. That took forever. I mean, that takes like a half hour. But I'm noticing with this program that the focus is so primarily on the back for my accessory work. And it makes a lot of sense because you need your back for all of the lifts. You need a big back. For deadlift, for squat, for bench, you need a big, strong back. So it makes sense. Here's an example of me trying out this hook grip. I mean, in my mind, I'm just thinking like, I'm just trying not to think, actually. I'm just like, ignore the pain, ignore that my thumbs feel like they're being ripped off. And I forgot that these were pause deadlifts. So it was pretty ambitious of me to try hook grip with the pause deadlifts with 435. But I did do it for all the sets except for the very last set. I just could not bear myself to put my thumbs to smash my thumbs for that last set. So yeah, it hurt, but today I feel fine. My thumbs are not hurting as much. I'm noticing it's just a pressure pain. It's not like the skin's ripping off my thumbs or anything. It's just purely like, I don't know. I think after a while, the nerves in your thumbs just kind of die. Maybe, I have no idea how it works, but I know that people that do hook grip often, they do that as their normal pull. They say that they don't feel it after a while, so we'll see. Doing some tempo bench here with 205 for 12. It said for a RPE of 10, so I kind of was like, okay, I think 205 is the right number here. And sure enough, for this first set, 12 was definitely an RPE 10 with this tempo bench. Looking at the video, looking back at it, I would like to go even slower on the way down. I caught myself on the second rep here going too fast, so I slowed it down. But the idea is probably a 3-count eccentric. And I think I'm going a little bit faster than that. But it's with good control, and that's kind of the goal here. For the following sets after that 205, I actually did bring it down to 195 because it was an RPE 10, so I didn't think I was going to be able to do another RPE 10 at 205. So I brought it down to 195 and actually wasn't able to finish the set still. So what I think I should have done was gone 205 and then 185 and then maybe go down for that third set to actually get 10 reps in. But RPE is pretty difficult to gauge. I'm still kind of trying to get a handle of it. But here's my cardio for the week. I just do 1 day of cardio, 16 miles on Sundays on the bike. Thank you for watching my first video. I'm going to keep them coming for this series, Road to 1550. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.